been a dramatic weekend in the Premier League. Some crazy games. Well, one crazy game in particular, Mark. Liverpool losing at home to Manchester City in the craziest fashion. It had so many implications because had that result have stayed 1-0, which is looking like it was doing until Alisson decided to do a madness, right? Then it would have meant that Arsenal would have moved 9 points clear, but it would also have been significant for Liverpool because they would have closed the gap on Manchester United and on Chelsea in that race of top 4 or 5. And it would have, as I said, would have been very damaging for Manchester City. You heard Bernardo Silva saying after the game, they felt that if they'd have gone 9 points off the title race, they would have think it would have been over. However, dramatic injury time penalty, which Erling Haaland converted. They win the game 2-1, and everything changed all over that top of the league. What did you make of it?
I think it's been a crazy weekend for the Premier League. I mean, look, I didn't think Everton would win at Fulham. I didn't think Brentford would win at Newcastle. Maybe Man City winning at Liverpool is a little bit more likely, but I didn't think Man City would go there and win there. And I think even City fans will look at that and go, all right, they've won it, but you look at the Ekitike miss. I mean, maybe Guehi should have been sent off as well. I mean, I thought it was borderline. I said a yellow, but I think Liverpool, it's indicative of Liverpool's season. They're not very good. And fair play to Man City. They've got the points to keep the title race alive. But I was saying to you just before we hit the live there, when you went to Arsenal, when you went to Liverpool, Szoboszlai scored a worldie and it was enough to beat you. I thought the same thing was going to happen again, but Liverpool have conspired to inexplicably lose that game. I mean, Alisson doesn't need to be there on that penalty either. I mean, I genuinely don't think City were going to win that game without a little bit of help. They didn't look like they were going to create the chances in the second half. Liverpool created the better chances and they've won that. So amazing result for City and the title race, but it shouldn't have happened. So credit to them. Yeah.
Back to the top. Obviously, on Saturday, Arsenal, they did what they had to do. 3-0 winners over Sunderland. And Victor Gyökeres, all of a sudden starting, over the last sort of, 5-6 games, starting to show his worth. 2 goals from him in the game and a comfortable win for Arsenal. And at that time, they were 9 points clear.
Yeah. Well, I think I said this after watching the game myself. I said it's interesting because when you look at Arsenal, I mean, Zubimendi, what I think he's signing of the season. I mean, I just don't think he gets the credit. No one ever talks about him. He's a new signing.
Mark, you know what? I saw the video that you did where you was talking about Zubimendi. And I remember at the start of the season, I was on Sky. And I said that they said, they say hot takes, yeah. And I said, Zubimendi could win player of the season. And they all laughed at me. And he has been superb all season, consistently good. I mean, listen, he probably won't win player of the season, but he's definitely going to be up there. He's been excellent.
Yeah. And also with Gyökeres, look, we've had this chat so many times. I'm not saying that Madueke and Havertz are better than Odegaard and Saka, but they move the ball quicker. And Gyökeres, Haaland, whoever, you need quick ball. And when you're playing up front with Odegaard and Saka, they probe, slow. They've not played the last couple of games, and he's got 3 goals in 2 games. I know it's Leeds and it's Sunderland, but Leeds and Sunderland aren't half bad Premier League sides. So yeah. I think for him, look, Gyökeres is probably never going to be pretty on the eye, but if you give him chances, he will score goals.
Yep, and he's scoring those goals, and that could be really. I think when you look at Gyökeres, one of the reasons they brought him in were for those type of games, those tight games that last year we ended up drawing. He's getting the goals in. So, he's going to be a very important player for Arsenal in the running. Yeah,
100%. And look, I still think Arsenal are going to win the league. That'll be a blow. I mean, even though they've had a good weekend, that'll be a blow because it's like you look at Liverpool and you think, how have you done that at Anfield? How have you let Man City win at Anfield? And it just will be a bit of a pain. But Arsenal's mentality has been very good. Brentford on Thursday, you just got to keep doing it, haven't they?
Yeah, well, you see, that's the thing. I do look on it like a blow, watching that game. I mean, before the game, after we beat Sunderland, I'm thinking, right, the pressure, serious pressure is on Manchester City now. To go away to Anfield, a place that they haven't won for a very long time, it's a difficult. I think Bernardo Silva said it after the game. Normally you go there, you get a point. That's a good result. So I was not expecting them to go there, as bad as Liverpool have been this season, but I didn't think that they would get a win there. I was thinking it could be a draw, but not a win. But the way Liverpool threw that game away, I was like, oh my God, right? Like, and the title race is not over yet. Definitely. I think 6 points, you know, when you think about it, you know, I mean, they play during the week before Arsenal.
Well, don't they? Yeah.
So they could reduce that down to 3 points. And then all of a sudden the pressure's back on Arsenal again. Because, you know, Arsenal going to Brentford is going to be, you know, it's not going to be easy. And when we talk about Brentford, what a result for them. Go Donnarumma in goal. I mean, he made some big saves, especially that save he made near the end in that game. I had him in goal.
I wrote mine down. Here we go. I would agree. I thought that save against Alexi McAllister will probably, I mean, I don't want to say this to you, but if they win the title, that will be remembered. As soon as he saved that, I thought that's just saved them. That's just got them 2 points. So yeah, I think Donnarumma has to have that.
Huge goal. All right, let's go back four.
Yeah, I went with I think Kirkes is a good shout. I'd done this pre the Liverpool game, to be fair. So I had Cucurella. I thought he had a good game, but it's Wolves, so I think Kirkes deserves it. I've gone with Gabriel. I mean, I know it's boring, but I think he's just consistently brilliant.